Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Etheria restart video, and yes, the game is finally coming. We're gonna have our closed beta very shortly in the coming weeks alongside the full global release. And you know what, I thought it might be a good time to get a lot of the content creators together and host yet another TimaeuSS PvP Cup. Now, if you like what you're seeing, you can always use my link down below to pre-register for the game and join in on the closed beta test, or join my Discord because I plan to host these PvP contests every single month. And yes, even the viewers can participate against all of these content creators. So without further ado, let's get things started. Alright, so let's just get straight into the battle. Now this is going to be a fight for third place. If you want to check out the grand finals, go take a look at Vulcan's channel. I'll have a link down below as well. But this is a best out of three with the two content creators, TimaeuSS as well as Sean B. Of course, TimaeuSS from E7 and then Sean B from Summoner Wars. They are very well known in their community. And you can see all of this in action, the real-time arena right here. And we're starting off with a pre-ban stage where each player can pick two Animus to basically pre-ban, and the opponents will not be able to select that. And you'll see a lot of the meta characters being banned. Doki pretty much the ban coming out from both players, and Asania for Sean B, and the Tiamat, the green hair lady from TimaeuSS, who is just absolutely a beast. And I can understand the ban coming out, especially Sean B having the first pick, picking up Veronica, and she is going to be such a good and versatile opener. She's able to steal buffs and transfer to the rest of the team alongside doing HP based pure damage. So all around a very fantastic unit. And Tiamat ban absolutely deserved because Sean B's first picking, and TiaMat's basically secure. Now TimaeuSS picks up Ling Luo, a free-to-play SSR healer that everyone gets by just playing the game, and it's gonna be really awesome to see her in action because she's great in PvP as well as in PvE. So a fantastic free character that everyone gets. Now, depending on what the second pickup from TimaeuSS is gonna be, we get to see some of the different builds. Now, he's hovering over Heinrich, and it looks like he's gonna be picking Heinrich up. Heinrich is an AoE dispeller and also able to apply a buff block. Okay, so stopping a lot of the enemy compositions that rely on buffs, and also prevents, if the buff block is up, from Veronica stealing all these buffs and spreading it out. And you can see Sean B insta-picking Ho Yan, the girl with the wings. She is super strong single target damage dealer, stopping revives, and all around just a really strong nuker. And then Hellkit is the third pick, who was also a protected pick. And in this draft mode, you've got two blind bans followed by, you know, the picks, and then on your third slot you actually get to pick a character that will be protected, so it cannot be banned from the other team. So Hellkit is going to be able to provide that shield and immunity. Now from TimaeuSS side, we are going to see Lilith as well, an AoE character that's able to you know, control the enemy through action bar manipulation and also plant bombs. So pretty crazy. And we can see that the Viper is being looked at from Sean B, a super good character against AoE and able to kind of counter that. Now this is a character I didn't see much coming out from TimaeuSS team, and that's Klaus, a super strong debuffer. And we see Sean B on the red team picking up that Viper. Now I'm curious to see what the last pick is going to be for Sean B, and it is Beyonting. Now Beyonting is a super strong reviver, and having Ho Yan and Beyonting on the same team, oh, that is going to be quite strong, because Ho Yan stops the enemy from you know, reviving. So that's why Beyonting is often ignored if Ho Yan's on the opposing team. But now picking up Beyonting as well as securing Ho Yan just means that she is pretty much unstoppable. She's going to be on low HP and just coming back and doing insane amounts of damage. And TimaeuSS is going to be picking up Rahu, the masked guy with the horn, as the final last pick. He's a scaling defense nuker that just does a lot. And Sean B is going to ban Heinrich. He does not want to deal with the AoE strip from the TimaeuSS team, and also stopping his own buffs from of course applying, because that buff block is going to be very annoying. So it seems like TimaeuSS is going to ban Beyonting, because that Beyonting plus Ho Yan team does seem a bit too scary. So let's see how this is going to play out. Personally, I think Ho Yan is going to be able to do a lot of damage if left unchecked. And we're going to see Klaus starting out first, and she is going to be running that shell. You can see the dragon next to Ho Yan next to claws, and that shell is essentially going to reset the opening skill. And we can see some debuffs are already being applied from claws to the rest of the team, and we're just going to open with some decent HP damage from Veronica. And here we go. Lithis is going to go and look at that decent crowd control and pushing the enemies back as well. And I wonder, are we going to stun? Yes, the Hellkit did get stunned, and this might be a very, very crucial stun, because Hellkit is supposed to apply that barrier and make sure that your team is going to be immune to all of these debuffs. And we can see that the Rahu is pretty much full HP and is going to open up with the ultimate, and Rahu is basically a ticking bomb with tons of damage, because once his shell kicks in, the little Yeti looking thing, and that is going to do a lot, buffing his own defense, making him scaling stronger, and applying a super strong shield. Now Veronica, you can see, just stole a bunch of buffs from the enemy claws applied to the rest of the team. I can see some heals as well as immunity being given to the rest of the team as well. So it looks like potentially we are going to stabilize and heal over time. You can see Soul Ward HP will not fall below 1%. So you can see, oh my god, that is indeed a lot of buffs stolen on top of all of these wonderful additional buffs applied. So we're gonna see Ho Yan, and going for the claws is definitely a good choice. Let's see the damage, and this is going to be almost, wow, that claws is very tanky. Genocide definitely made the claws quite tanky, so it's not enough to kill the claws even at 26k, but you know what, it was enough for now. I think the damage has been done, and I think the next time around definitely Ho Yan will be able to one-shot that. And don't forget, Viper can get quite scary, so I think the plan is, of course, take out the claws and then I would start thinking about the Rahu, the defense scaling beast on the other side. You can see Shambi is definitely checking out all of the Animus as well as their skills alongside the shell cooldown as well, just to make sure that he is on top of that. And for Lilith, look at the crowd control ability coming out. Oh my goodness, that is, look at that stun now. Oh yeah, that is very, very crucial. And oh, the HP scaling attack from Veronica, this is why she's so good, indeed ended up taking out the claws. So let's see, Rahu is going to be able to apply that. Look at that shield and that defense buff on Rahu, and wow, that hit on Ho Yan did do a lot. And Hellkit is equipped with the shell that can indeed dispel the debuff. So now with the shields up on everyone, they're going to be immune to any more further debuffs as long as the shield is up. And Viper is just countering a lot, so this is always good to see. And the Veronica, she's on cooldown, so there's going to be 2 turns of breathing room before she has all of her skills up again. I can see that they are focusing Ho Yan, and Ho Yan's getting very, very low, but this Hellkit is looking quite scary as well. And I think Rahu might just go for the Ho Yan, and indeed takes Ho Yan out. And oh my goodness, there was just that straight up attack taking that Ho Yan out. And now Viper is gonna have a lot of weight to carry against a healer, a Rahu that is going to scale so much harder later on. I'm not sure if Genocide is gonna leave any room space for error for Shambi to catalyze, because yes, we can see that the enemy has stabilized somewhat, and this Rahu seems to be on a counter set as well, so he is going to be able to essentially counter attack, and sometimes that is going to hurt if he managed to apply this defense down like he did just now. You can see Hellkit has that defense down. Oh, this is going to be a bit scary. And we still have the shell armor, shell barrier up as well. And look at that follow-up attack, each time hitting for just 12k. Man, Rahu late game is just absolutely a beast. And we can see Viper does have a ton of debuffs on. It's not looking great. It is not looking great. Viper is counter-attacking, but look at that follow-up attack once again from Rahu. What a beast, my goodness. Genocide is fully utilizing Rahu to his full potential. Now, is he gonna have enough damage to take out the Veronica that is scaling? Because remember, Veronica's pure HP damage is gonna get pretty strong as the game goes late, and the heal just tops everyone off to full. And we got 5 stacks of wrath from Rahu now. So things are gonna be looking pretty good for Genesad, and we still have the debuffs coming out from Lilith. And even though you know, there is not a lot of damage coming out from her, the debuffs are enough. And another follow-up attack, landing yet another defense down. Oh my goodness, there's a Rahu is just working overtime. And is this gonna be the end? I do believe Veronica applied Shallow Grave, so this won't be a short kill, and perhaps there is going to be a sliver of hope, but with the shell triggering and Rahu getting a massive shield, I think it's going to be all over now, because Veronica plus Hellkit just is not going to be enough, and Hellkit is pretty much down, living on 1 HP, gets the purification off, but not enough for the shield, and I think that just might be it. And yes, Sean B does forfeit. Man, that Rahu definitely put in so much work there. So yeah, well played to Genesad, winning the first one. And we are going to take a look at the second one. So, and we are once again in the pre-ban stage, and there are going to be, I would say, very similar ones. Tiamat, pretty much you have to ban her, because if the other team gets first pick, you know what, Tiamat is secured and it becomes a force ban. And it seems like Shampi is still going with Tiamat and Sanya, and Doki Doki of course does not get through, and Tiamat also banned. Tiamat is never going to see play in this tournament because she is just way too strong. Her being able to transform in the later stages of the PvP arena means that she'll be able to clean house. But once again, Shampi does have the first pick, and let's see what he is going to be picking up. The strategy last game was, of course, very interesting, and it didn't work out that well because the Beyond team was banned, and relying on Hoyo was not that easy. So we are going to take a look at the first pick, and it's Ling Lo, the free-to-play healer we talked about. Interesting pick. So let's take a look at Genesad going with oh, this is Lily, isn't it? And Veronica. Veronica always going to be the first or the second pick, I feel, and Lily is going to be a very good action bar enabler, pushing a lot of the characters into instantly taking their turn. And we are going to go with Hellkit as the second pick, but Hellkit does suffer against Veronica because the shield just gets stolen and applied to the rest of the team. So you can see that yes, we're going with Heinrich as well as Lilith instead. Yes, Veronica, the reason why I say she is so good is because she stops a lot of strats by just being able to steal buffs and applying that buff to the rest of the team. You saw that she essentially hard blocked the Hellkit pick from Sean B, and in return enabled Genesad's own Hellkit pick. And we are going up with the Claws as our fourth pick from Genesad. And let's see what Shampi is going to be picking up. Now, Biotin is there, and Hoyo is still available. And we are going to grab Rahu ourselves instead. This time, we saw how much work Rahu put in. And look, this is not a defensive shell that the Rahu is using. I do forget which one that is. Is it the one that gives multiple action bar boost? I need to check later on, but this Rahu is not on the usual upgrade, and it seems like the Heinrich build is also a very aggressive one. Oh my goodness, Hoyan gets picked up by Genesad to counter that Beyonting pick, and it's gonna be interesting to see what gets banned. I think you know what, banning Lily or Veronica is gonna be a solid choice, because by eliminating the Veronica, you know what, you are gonna have a lot of room, a lot of breathing room, because not on the cooldown against the pure HP damage. It seems like, you know what, the Genesad is gonna ban the Beyond team from Shambi's team, and we ended up banning Lily so that the Hoyan will not be out of control. So let's see, Claus is gonna take the first turn. She's super fast, so this is gonna be a reset shell coming out, which means that she will be able to use her ult twice, because the first one's cooldown is just gonna to be reset. And it seems like pretty brainless in terms of what we're going to open with. And yes, the action steal plus hacking progress is now being applied. And now we are going to use, let's see, who is taking the turn? Veronica is most likely, might not be opening with the buff steal. And yes, that's right. Look at that HP-based damage, and she gets to do that. She doesn't get to do that twice because she's not on the black dragon shell. That's all right. And we are going to go with Linglo, and she is probably just going to top everyone off. And now we are all max HP. And yeah, this is going to be a bit more drawn out fight-wise. And Hellkit is going to, of course, use the AoE, and everyone now is immune to debuffs until their shield gets whittled down. And let's see how strong this Rahu is. Looks like to be a bit more defensive. 7k damage AoE is not too bad. And the Lilith is in an awkward spot because, yes, the Hellkit's shield that is also allowing the team to be immune to all of these debuffs. But Heinrich, this is why he was picked up, because Heinrich essentially stripped all of these buffs and then applied unbuffable. So that is not enough. But oh my goodness, look at that Hoyan damage, 24k on the Heinrich. And we saw that Heinrich did have a HP boots as well as part of the gear, so he's not, you know, just 0 HP. But my goodness, that Hoyan definitely put in work and just one shot the Heinrich. And now it's gonna look extremely tough. Now the good thing is that Hoyan does not have revive, so technically if Shambi decides to, he can use Rahu and focus down the Hoyan. But remember, when the Hoyan is at 1 HP, of course, Hoyan will be able to revive and cut in with the attack as well. And so we can see that, oh, going on the claws instead, interesting. And that heal is very nice. You can see the heal coming out from Linglo is just keeping everyone really healthy, but the Hoyan pickup, of course, means that you know, it's super difficult for even a full HP character to survive. And we saw the debuff from Lilith did not get applied to Veronica. She resisted, I believe, but we still ended up using the second skill to push everyone else back, as well as steal some action potential as well and apply speed down. And now this is Veronica. So Veronica is going to steal some buffs, and that is going to be Rahu's buffs all gone, except of course his wrath stacks. And you can see it's Rahu's turn again. I wonder who he's gonna go for. He should be doing decent amounts of damage with this hit. Oh, but I think it's an end game tanky, super tanky Rahu build. Interesting. That's why we did not go for the defense scaling shell, but instead went for the super defensive stats. And we're doing only 4k a hit from Rahu, but Hoyan's basic attack did 20k because the defense down to oh my goodness, dude, Lilith. Oh, this is gonna be absolutely insane damage wise coming out. This Hoyan is a ticking time bomb. And now we are back to Hellkit, who does not have all of the skills up, but yeah, he doesn't have the shield up as well, because remember, Heinrich, even though he died, he did apply that unbuffable. And the Colossus ended up being taken out as the priority target. Oh, and the HP scaling attack coming up from Veronica is doing quite a lot. And now we're going to heal from Linglo. And don't forget, the heal also has purification. So that is enough to, of course, get that stun dispelled. And Rahu follows up with an attack, almost killing Hellkit, and the Hellkit has buff block as well as defense down. So Rahu is pretty much going to be able to secure the kill on the Hellkit alongside damaging everyone else. Oh my goodness, look at that damage. Almost killed Hoyan as well. And even though Hoyan triggered the passive and attacked Rahu, that was not enough. 16 damage brought Rahu to half HP, but the AoE heal is going to come out from Linglo, and now everyone is going to be topped up once again. Look at that, the heal is so insane, and because of the heal overtime as well, Rahu is more than just fine. That Rahu basically ate a ton of damage and was still able to survive and just scaled out of control. 10 stacks of wrath plus Linglo, of course, healing him up, so he was more than fine. Even with Hoyan going all in, it was not enough. So we are now looking at the last game of the match, all right, and the winner will be the entire of this game will be the winner of the entire match, in securing that third place in the PvP tournament, the first TimaeuSS Cup for Etheria Restart. Now, if you guys want to, of course, find out more, you can always check out Vulcan's channel and the participants channel. They'll be documenting their journey alongside the grand final is going to be casted on Vulcan's channel alongside myself. And if you want to join in yourself into upcoming tournaments, join my Discord. I'll have an Etheria Restart category with PvP tournament as well. And we see for the very first time, the Doki Doki was not banned and it was let through. Of course, instant pickup by Genazad, and now Sean B responds almost instantly as well with the Veronica plus Hellkit duo. This is such a formidable pickup because Veronica hard counters Hellkit, but you pick both up, and now the enemy is going to have a very hard time because you are going to have such a strong barrier coming out with Hellkit as well as they stun. And Veronica, basically the hard counter, is not there. So Genazad, I think, is going to have a difficult time, and having Doki Doki, Colossus, and Lilith as the second and third pick. Ooh, interesting, Lilith was the protected pick. I'm wondering where the damage or the late game scaling is going to be, and Beyonting becomes the protected pick from Sean B. Are we going to see some Hoyan action, or he's hovering over the SR Sania? Oh my goodness, this is going to be a stall comp. Because of course Beyonting is going to be able to revive and reduce CD, and her plus Sonya is actually such an insane combo that they will just endlessly revive the other team. And because Ho Yan is not in the third slot, cannot be protected, and a straight up ban would essentially ruin Genazad's plan to counter the revive comp. So this is quite scary, and the Messiah is the last pick, realizing that the Ho Yan's probably going to be banned. He is in dire need of a damage dealer, and Messiah fits that role. Of course, we will be very curious to find out who is going to be the final pick from Sean B. Is it another SR unit Obo? Oh, this is so awesome to see. We are going to see Obo basically crowd controlling Genazad team, because he's able to stun, AoE stun, as well as apply damage over time. So this is going to be a very, very intense battle. Now, if they don't keep the Ho Yan or the Messiah in check, they easily get taken out. And it turns out that Doki Doki is banned, very rightfully so, because Doki Doki will just make Ho Yan and Messiah take endless turns. But I'm now very interested to see how this team is going to fare up. Beyonting is going to revive a lot, and I guess the damage is going to come out from Veronica's scaling HP and maybe some Hellkit if he's built with just pure attack. So Claus going first. Not surprised, because Claus has so much speed. And again, we are going to be applying all of the debuffs landed. All of the debuffs, including defense downs. Oh my goodness. And you can see that the Messiah cannot be targeted due to the Animus. But oh my goodness, that huge damage coming out from Veronica, as well as the AoE stun from Obo, stunning 3 characters. Oh my god, that's very, very important, because the stun on Ho Yan means that she cannot move, and she's essentially going to be skipping her turn. Now, looking at the Messiah is still safe and will be able to get his turn off, but here comes another push. Oh, and that stun does land this time. That is an insane combination, because don't forget, Beyonting does have the ability to make sure your other character take action right away, and that combo, and the game is over. It is done. Look how crazy that was. That was pretty much instant. Wow, the opener with Veronica into a double turn Obo because of Beyonting. We have our third place winner, Sean B, and congratulations on winning in this best out of 3. What a game.